What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It's your boy MM2K back with another piece of content. All right, so the game that you see on the screen is Outriders. All right, you guys should be familiar with that. But even though you see the Stadia insignia on the screen as well, I'm not playing. This isn't about Stadia per se. I played the demo on GFN, PC, and PlayStation 5. Now, the latter platform is PC and PlayStation 5. It was a fantastic experience on, and I got videos out on that. Go check out my MM2K videos. The problem lies, though, when I tried to play it on GFN. All right. And because of that, I know that this video is going to be labeled a certain way when you see the actual gameplay footage. So it was important for me to have this precursor first. I don't want it to, because I know people are going to say, MM2K, you only did this video to try to dog GFN because Stadia is getting a lot of bad press, and that's not it. I'm a full believer that if we want these cloud platforms to someday be able to compete with the offerings of dedicated devices with the convenience and the easy boot up and the frictionless nature of them that they have to offer, we got to be honest and we got to call things out as we see them. Just like when we call out Stadia for not having the games, it's important for us to call out GFN when its performance is beyond par. All right, so reason why I did this video is that when I originally played the demo on GFN, I played it on TV dongles. I played it on a FireCube TV, which is a very powerful and capable piece of hardware for streaming. I stream Amazon Luna on it regularly, hardwired, no problem. And then I also played it on the Google TV device where I sideloaded Stadia on there. It plays fine, and I've sideloaded GFN on there, and it should be able to play fine as well. On both of those devices, when I was trying to play Outriders, I was getting frame dips of like all the way down to 5 frames per second. It felt like 5 or maybe 10 frames per second. It was not a playable experience in the city that you're about to see me playing it on when I'm on PC. So what I did is I went to PC. I said, to be fair, let me play it on PC where the experience is better, play it natively on the app, and I did get better performance. I didn't get dips that low, but I still got significant dips. Now, why does that matter? Because when you see this video, you're going to say, oh, well, MM2K, it looks like it's a playable experience on the PC. Here's the problem. Number one, you can't see the counter, the frames per second counter, because the way I captured the footage, I wanted to capture the exact frames per second. There's not a way to do that and capture the counter with the tool set that I have. So to be fair, I wasn't able to get the counter in there. But I'm telling you that the frames per second counter doesn't drop below 60. It stays at 60 or it says 61, and that is a lie. Those frames that you're going to see on there at oftentimes would dip to 30 and even below 30. So there's a problem. There's a significant problem with the GFN frames per second counter. I mean, the Nvidia frames per second counter and how it records actions on GFN. Secondly, and more importantly, is that this signifies what I get often with GFN, because even though the little snippet that I took, the gameplay or the dips aren't too bad, when I'm in action, when I'm fighting, it gets bad. But I didn't record that part. It gets bad. So my message is, just like, again, how we get on Stadia about not having games, we got to get on GFN about its performance. I know some people may have had a better experience, but that doesn't help me and others that aren't having a good experience out. All right. So our message to GFN is, hey, look, you got the games, but you got to get the performance, and you got to get the performance working across the board. Fix that counter so you're not deceiving gamers and all the other good stuff. So I wanted to put this precursor out there. Hope you enjoy the gameplay, and give us your thoughts in the comment section below. My homie Project Storm is on there too. You know, he on the phone with me with some comedy relief. So hope you enjoy the video. Have a wonderful gaming day. Peace. Yo, people, it's your boy MM2K. On the phone is my homie Project Storm. We was having a discussion about GeForce Now, because we all co-founders and stuff like that, right? So I want y'all to see something. Again, just because we want to put everything out there on the table so people know the truth, you know what I'm saying? Because people like to pin these two cloud platforms against each other when they shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm only bringing this truth to light because we want all of them, Stadia, GFN, to do better. Storm, I remember when you did, what did you do, bro? You did a comparison of, what do you call it? You did a comparison of, exactly. And you've called out Stadia. You called out where Stadia may have fall short, like with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right?
Yes, I did. And we both called out the fact that Serious Sam was
exactly. So I want to show everybody my settings. I currently have GFN set at 1200p at max megs per second. I want to show y'all right now that my computer's at 1200p too to match that resolution, so ain't no janky stuff going on. So y'all ain't saying, ooh, you got it running on a 4K monitor to mess with the frames per second. Number one, this is the quality of the video. The quality of the video is real blurry. I'm not getting any ghosting or artifacting, but it's real blurry. I mean, yeah, you can tell there's like details and there might be some ray tracing or something, whatever in there. Whatever is in here, I don't know. You get some extra shadows and stuff like that. But the main thing that I want to show y'all is I hope y'all can see my frames per second counter. You know what I'm saying? Below the frames per second counter is showing 60. I'm gonna move around and hopefully y'all can see this. I hope y'all can see that when I move around that the frames per second will drop. Like you can see that right there. That's like 40, maybe 30 frames per second. Now it's at 30. When I go through this fog, it's at 30. This is not 60 frames per second. But it's still showing 60.
Can she help?
Yes, sir. It's the same internet that I use to play Stadia on. So as I'm going, y'all see them dips? Like that's like 20 frames. Look at the counter. Hopefully it's showing the counter is not moving below 60. Something's wrong, something's janky here. So just so you know.
I wanted to say that I have mine set on 240 hertz. I have a 120 hertz display, but I set it on 720p 240 because, you know, for the hell of it, because I can, right?
Yeah.
And that's just nowhere near. This is not even 60 FPS that I'm looking at. I might go live a little later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. We're doing this because not to knock GFN, but to say to count against the counter claims that GFN claims across the board is like perfect or spot on because people like to use GFN. All of these against Stadia, all of these platforms have their uses. You look at those dips, y'all. This is not 60 frames per second, but the counter is not going below 60. The problem is, y'all, is that this is the thing that I was talking about. Let's just say if all these articles, which they're not right, is right about Stadia dying tomorrow, and you want to go to GFN. You've been cloud gaming, and you want to go to GFN, right? And let's say you buy Outriders or you buy these said games, expecting it to perform comparable to what Stadia is doing. The message is that from game to game, your performance, the performance gap is so wide that you can buy one game and it runs excellent, and you buy another game and it runs kind of crappy. Like if you want 60 frames per second gaming, you're not getting it here, even though the Nvidia counter is telling me this is 60 frames per second. That's a lie. It's a lie. Look at these dips. It's a lie. So I don't know. What do you think, Storm? I think this video is.
Hey, look, I think you're right on, man. I'm trying to go ahead and turn the audio settings down because they had this music playing, but you know, hey, look, now people know that we don't have a reason to come out here and just do this just for the hell of it. But if we're gonna be honest and factual to the people, man, and we back everything up by doing gameplay. MM2K, this is what we do.
Yep.
We don't just get out there and just talk just to talk, or try to throw together an article real quick or a video to bash a certain platform. But we really were thinking about hopping on a play some GeForce Now because we're founders, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's how you have access to it right now. Are you on the free tier or are you a founder, right?
I'm a founder.
Me, so am I. And I've shown that several times. So I'm paying for this service even though I favor Stadia because Stadia's tech is superior.
Yeah.
But those are not my words. These are the words from the most valued, same, most trusted individuals that people are listening to when they say that Stadia is gonna die and this is what's gonna be doing good. GeForce Now and Luna and Shadow and others, right?
Yep.
So it just doesn't make sense to me for people to come out here and say that where somebody in a certain situation might jump on GeForce Now like we're doing right now and get a horrible or subpar experience. Now, with that said, I have to understand that not everybody's gonna get the same great experience on Stadia.
Yep.
But 95% of the people that I've seen making content on Stadia are not having issues that equates to this right here.
Yeah, that gets this bad. That perform this bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And the thing is, Storm, this is the same exact setup that I use for Stadia. So I shouldn't have to alter anything. It's the same internet, like you said earlier, that I use Stadia on, right?
All right. Well, look. Well, let's make it a quick hitter because I do plan to go live with some of this myself, but we got something coming up because the individual just said, yeah, that works. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. So these are something I'm gonna start doing, man, and I'm glad you opened up the door to do this today because you know me, I've done it before. I got to continue to do it, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. So. Hey, Storm, thank you, good brother. I think we've seen enough from this. Yeah, man, some interesting stuff. So again, just so everybody's aware, it's not to make GeForce Now look bad. I think if you already have a library and you primarily play on your computer and you want something to play as you're away from that computer for whatever reason, that's fine. Because even if it doesn't work on GeForce Now, at least you have the capable hardware that you can play it on. But if that's not your case, if you're solely dependent upon playing these PC games on the cloud, just be mindful that the gap from game to game could be an issue. So, hey, Storm,
also be mindful that this is why people keep talking about Stadia's tech so much.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly.
Hey, I'm looking at the sky right now. The sky is blurry as hell. I'm going to show this live. I'm going to check out my settings.
Yep.
I have a gigabit up and down, people. Y'all
Yep.
know me. Check out my 4K Project Storm Stadia videos, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So and my Luna video. Luna runs better than this right here.
Yeah, this
So
is.
I'm going to get into all of that a little later on today, man.
Absolutely. I know people gonna say, well, it's not optimized because no, it ran silky smooth on my PC. It's running silky smooth on PlayStation. It's running silky smooth on Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
Boss, let me ask you this. So it's still a beta. So should we wait 10 more years?
Yeah, I think that's the
that's
the golden ticket. That's the golden ticket story. You wait 10 more years. This dude's got.
I really want to know, man. When Stadia's out here doing it now,
Yeah.
I need to wait for a few more years. Yo, look at the artifacting on the grass right now, bro.
Bruh.
What the hell?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta show. Let me get a screenshot of this right here. So people know I ain't.
Bruh.
Bro.
It's janky, man. Janky. But
All right, I just got a screen cap. Hold on. All right, well look, yeah, man. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down, man. I think this right here.
yeah. You put your evidence out there, I'm gonna put my evidence out there. So again, just to
They gotta do better, man.
it's just part of advocacy. We're just making sure that we're spreading awareness that hey, the gap between games from game to game is a lot wider with GFN than it is. And here's a prime example. They did all this hooting and hollering about the demo being on GFN, and it's not performing that well, you know. And there was a reason why we ain't hear a bunch about people playing it on GFN. I think this is why.
All right. I mean, now somebody can prove us wrong, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Prove us wrong. This is what it's all about. Let's have some fun, Pete.
Absolutely. All right, hey Storm, thank you for joining me for this video. Appreciate you, good brother.
No problem, bro. You know how we do.
Peace.